What is the best quote you know? We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. Do not be misled, bad company corrupts good character. If you set a man afire he's warm for a day, if you set a man on fire he's warm for the rest of his life. Terry Pratchett. Came here for Pratchett quotes. Would gild you if I could. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. The smartest man in the room, he left, then the next smartest, so did she. If things keep going at this rate, the smartest in the room will be me. I heard this from Dinlock's TED Talk, very impressive. You have enemies? Good. That means at some point in your life, you've stood up for something. Winston Churchill. I always appreciated friends come and go, but enemies accumulate. Arthur Bloch. I just woke up and read Winston Churchill as Winnie the Pooh. Don't know which I prefer, to be honest. Take risks. If you win, you will be happy. If you lose, you will be wise. What if you're always the dumbest person in the room? Then everyone you talk to will be able to teach you something. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. I am amazed I haven't seen more Pickard quotes in this thread. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, you bouncing bird. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. I like this one best. Who said it? Honestly, I have no idea. It's just a quote that's always stuck with me. I'm 90% sure this is a lyric to J. Cole's Deja Vu. I know it from J. Cole in Deja Vu. I know that line from a Metallica song. All sinners, a future. All saints, a past. Thanks for letting me know where that quote originated. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. When I became a man, I put away my childish things, like the fear of childishness and the desire to be very grown up. C.S. Lewis. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. This is lifted from Roughly Translated, the Book of the Way by Lao Tzu. If you like that quote, there are plenty more where that came from. Stand in the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. The silence is your answer. If everything is possible, then the possibility of something being impossible is possible. Patience is the foundation of eternal peace. Make anger your enemy. Harm comes to those who know only victory and do not know defeat. Find fault with yourself and not with others. It is in falling short of your own goals that you will surpass those who exceed theirs. Tokugori Ieyasu. And Japan has an obsession with underdogs to this day. Before I go, I just want you to know you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? So was I. Last words of the Ninth Doctor. Some people live more in 20 than others do in 80. The rules of time are mine. 10th Doctor. Don't count the days, make the days count. Muhammad Ali. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You should always listen twice as much as you speak. No matter how blessed you are, you alone cannot change the world. Death Note. Never argue with an idiot. They will only bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. George Carlin RIP. What if you publicly roast them with a very good comeback and so humiliate them? Never wrestle with a pig. You'll both get muddy and the pig likes it. I don't know whom to see. Sorry. First time I've heard this. Thanks. I'm more sure than ever that I need to listen to what that guy had to say. I learnt about George Carlin from Kevin Smith's films. He was epic. Another good one by him which I love. The reason I talk to myself is because I'm the only one whose answers I'll accept. Ali, I act arrest, the dice is rolled, there is no turning back now. Ali, I act arrest, the die is cast. 1 die. Single, 2 or more dice. Plural. Actually, it means the dice has been thrown. But the meaning it has today works too. I have 3, all from Winston Churchill. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. And my all-time favorite, success is not final. Failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. Never give in, never give in, never, 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 in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Don't ever, for any reason, do anything, to anyone, for any reason, ever, no matter what, no matter where, or who you are with, or where you are going, or where you've been, ever, for any reason whatsoever. Churchill is better listened to than read. Typo. Keanu Reeves, what happens when we die? I know that the ones who love us will miss us. He knows this by personal experiences, unfortunately. It probably shaped him in his empathy and compassion. I love that guy. Everybody knows this or will someday. The world doesn't deserve Keanu Reeves. Man will never be free until the last king is strangled with the entrails of the last priest Dennis Diderot. A loser is someone who is so afraid of not winning that they don't even try. Love is like a flower, even the most beautiful dies. Till Lindemann. Wait, like the lead singer of Rammstein, Till Lindemann? Probably a quote from the end of the original Blade Runner film. I have seen attack ships on fire over the shoulder of Orion and sea beams glistening over the Tannhauser Gate. And all those memories will be lost, like tears in the rain. It's time to die. I think I heard the stuff about the Tannhauser Gate, but hey, it was a dramatic scene. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. In any given moment, you have the power to say no. This is not how the story will end. Before I do anything, I ask myself, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing. Dwight Schrute. Hating someone is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. Don't believe random quotes on the internet from well-known people. Abraham Lincoln. The worst decisions make the best stories. Another woman's beauty is not the absence of your own. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Any man who must say I'm the king is no true king. Tywin Lannister. In the absence of faith, there is only duty. Michael Burnham, Star Trek Discovery. When confronted with a decision, the best thing you can do is the right decision. The second best is the wrong decision. The worst thing you can do is nothing. Teddy Roosevelt. Nothing worth having comes easy. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are headed. Don't light yourself on fire to keep others warm. We accept the love we think we deserve. Do you remember who you were before the world told you who you should be? An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. Ever tried? Ever failed? Point no matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better. Samuel Beckett. Wilhelm Scream. Most movies. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than reality. My education began after I left school. Everybody thinks they're the hero of their own story. Handsome Jack. Tales from the Borderlands. He has plenty other great quotes, but this one hits me with a sense of reality. Fat guy in a little coat. Fart guy in a little coat. Chris Farley. Power is power. That whole goatee scene gave me chills watching it the first time. Years of love have been forgot in the hatred of a minute. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing from Macbeth. I had forgotten that one fantastic line. Words have no mass, but they can be terribly heavy. Don't remember where it's from. A man who won't read is no better than a man who can't read. Mark Twain. He's worse. Ignorance is forgivable. Belligerence usually is not. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. A child blind from birth doesn't even know he's blind until someone tells him. Stephen King. The best things in life are often the start of the worst things to come. I know a lot of good quotes, but one that's always stuck with me is this one from The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. What you see and what you hear depends a great deal on where you are standing. It also depends on what sort of person you are. I have an approximate knowledge of many things. Adventure Time. I love this quote so much. It's my motto now. Interesting fact, that was Clancy Brown, the Kurgan from Highlander and voice actor extraordinaire. I won't say I've been missing work, Bob. It's when you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. A loser only lose one time. A winner has lost 1,000 times. No man stands as tall as when he stoops to help a child. Abraham Lincoln. Show me a man who has no enemies and I will show you a man who has never stuck up for anything in his life. Winston Churchill. Is a people pleaser type of person. This reminds me sometimes people will just not like you for reasons that shouldn't matter to you. If a man dedicates his life to good deeds and the welfare of others, he will die unthanked and unremembered. If he exercises his genius bringing misery and death to billions, his name will echo down through the millennia for 100 lifetimes. Infamy is always more preferable to ignominy. Fabius Bile.